Hey guys, it's Panda. Today I decided to do a bigger build than usual because of the new gardening update in Bloxburg. Well, it's not really new, but it's pretty new, so I still call it new. I decided to build some lake cabins around, so there are going to be like 4 cabins, 4 or 5, it really just depends. And I'm just going to be building the exterior of each of them one by one, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Stick by till the end to see the tour. I first decided to go with the typical brown wood cabin because I felt like this would suit well with the theme that I'm building with. Also, the small fences that you see around the build is me planning out where I believe the water will be for the lake later on. At this point, I realized my recording stopped again because it does not like it when I record, apparently, speed builds. So I lost like 30 minutes of build time and recording, but here is the layout that I've done so far, and I'm just going to continue. Now I'm going to be placing down some flooring where the grass is going to be, and then I'm going to be adding in the water, the most expensive part of the build. I honestly think the water takes up more than half of the amount of money that this build is to build. So if you attempt to build it without the water, let me know how much it costs. I was most excited about this part for the build, which was adding in the new plants. They were pretty new to me, so I just put them in all bunches all over the place around the plot, and I think it looked pretty nice, so I just kept it that way. Now I'm going to be adding in some rocks along the shore of the lake because I didn't want it to look unnatural with the grass just like coming off the side, so I decided to add some rocks here and there. Now that we have most of the plants situated along the lake, I decided to work on the first cabin, which will be this wooden brown one. This cabin was probably one of the most difficult to build because it was on a slant and the squares were like in triangle shapes. I know like squares can turn into triangles. I don't know, it's difficult to explain, but it was on a slant, so the flooring was a bit weird, the roofing, but I eventually got the hang of it and tried my best with this little spacing. I'm also pretty bad at decorating small bathrooms, but I tried my best with cramping everything in needed for the bathroom, and I guess it turned out alright with this build. small area to be like a workspace and also a living room, so it's like a 2-in-1, and I even added a TV on a shelf on top of the desk so it would be more like a living room. I tried my best with this huge open space for the first floor, and I think it turned out pretty good. With the lighting. I wasn't sure how bright things were, so I kind of played it safe by changing the lighting color to like orange. I just went with it, whatever I felt like at that moment, and I guess it turned out pretty okay because you were able to see it when I toured it, and I just kept it that way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And now I'm going to be doing the pathway leading up to this cabin. I added some decoration to the back and to the front of the cabin, and then that was pretty much it with this first cabin. Now we're going to be moving on to this family-sized, more modern green one. on to go finish the upstairs bedroom. And for decoration, you can never go wrong with some plants. I then felt like that this wall was a little bit empty, so I decided to use these horizontal looking mirrors and line it with some lights, and I felt like that was a good addition to the room. I'm now adding on some last minute details to this green colored house, then I'm moving on to this wood beige color. Here will be the front entrance. This house is also pretty small, so I had limited space for decoration and building and all the different rooms that we need in a regular house. So I tried my best to decorate it as best as I could, of course. And then we just went from there, adding in the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, and also the bedroom. I then felt that like a window looking seat table thing, I don't know, would go pretty well here, so I added it in. I added tons of plants on the counter after in a few minutes, and then I just kept continuing decorating the kitchen. These cute plants gave it like a homey feeling, so I just kept them and I felt like they looked pretty cute here. In full honesty, I had no idea what to add here, so I decided to add like a bookshelf filled with plants, of course, and some decorations to have this corner filled up instead of being empty. This part was kind of difficult and weird at the same time for me to do. I kind of wanted a living room, but I didn't have enough space, so I put like the TV in a corner, added in these seats and sofas over here near the stairs. It turned out alright. I wouldn't say it was my favorite part of the build, but I just went with it as it fit and it worked out. I then finished up by adding decorations randomly in the house to make it look less empty and more full like a normal home. Not gonna lie, I kind of love these colors that I used for the books and the decoration in this room. Honestly, living for it. I just had to point that out. Okay. Then lastly, I added in these lights, also coloring them like a pinkish green and yellow color, I don't know, because I didn't want you to walk into this cabin and be like, oh my gosh, are we in heaven or something? And then I moved on to this brown colored cabin, finishing up and decorating it similar to the rest of them, but with its own little twist. Even over here, this bedroom, I wanted it to have at least like 2 beds because the rest of them only had 1, so I just went with a bunk bed and a single bed, and it turned out pretty cute. Building in this house was a little bit difficult, but as were the rest of the other cabins, but I made with, and the kitchen was a little weird as you just enter in the house and the kitchen's like right there next to the window, but I felt like it turned out pretty good. Then I added in a fireplace because I wanted one at least in one of the cabins, so yeah. If you don't know what a bathroom is, we're decorating the bathroom now. Oh my god, that was so bad. I'm gonna keep that in the video, I don't feel like redoing it. is my favorite part of this build, absolutely, yes. Because I added this tiny little furnace fireplace thingy, and then I added these shelves that blend in with this at the same time. Then I added books and plants and then a couch. Area more private, and I'm going to add a pathway for an entrance to this cabin lake area. To finish up, I added some last minute decorations of plants to blend everything in, added in some fairy lights to the entrance, and then it was time for the tours. I hope you enjoyed!
Something inside that I can't ignore. Oh, I feel it tonight. That look in your eyes got me begging for more. Oh, I feel it tonight. There's something inside that I can't ignore. Oh, I feel it tonight. That look in your eyes got me begging for more.
If you enjoyed this video, click that subscribe button to be a part of the Panda habitat. Also, click that notification bell to be notified of when I post. Could you be the first to comment? Panda Girl is out! Bye!